Hey everyone and welcome to today's video. And I want to start this video by saying that I know that I have recently posted way more German videos than English videos. And that's because I focused on translating all the video tutorials I already uploaded in English for my interactive mini albums into German. But now that all those German tutorials have been uploaded, I will definitely be going back to also posting more English videos. So in this video today, I'm going to share with you this beautiful travel-themed album I have recently made. And this video will also be available in German for all my German followers, so you can watch it probably next week. So I plan on actually uploading a video in English in 1 week, and then the next week the same video will also be uploaded in German. And that's just the plan for now, so let's see how it goes, but I really try my best to keep to this schedule for the next time. Okay, so let's have a look at this album I have made. So for this album, I used this beautiful collection by Mintopia, which is called Pensacola. I actually don't know if I pronounce it correctly. So this is a beautiful Spanish collection with a lot of different travel and beach themed illustrations. I got the 12 by 12 and the 6 by 8 inch paper pack, but then I also got some die cuts as well as the ephemera pieces. And I decided to use it for a 6 by 6 inch interactive mini album. So if you're new to my channel, I just want to quickly mention here that I make my interactive mini albums by using a mix and match system. So I basically choose my interactive page styles from a collection of 50 different interactive page styles every time I make an album like this. But for more information on how I make an album like this and also on how you can make an album like this, I just recommend you watching this information video, which I will link in the top right corner right now. So as you can see, for the spine of the album, I didn't do much. I just added this stripe pattern paper and then I didn't add anything else. And then on the back of the album, I usually really love to include those tag pockets with a tag inside, but this time I just went for a little bit of decoration. So first I used a scalloped frame die cut. I always love using those scalloped frame die cuts, and there will be actually a video coming soon in which I talk more about how I use those scalloped frames. So what I did here is I cut this scalloped frame in half and then I just added it to the bottom of the back of the album. And then I also got those palm trees die cuts with the collection, so that's what I used here. And to cut out those palm trees, I just used some solid cardstock from my stash. And that's something I always like doing when making an album like this. So I would always use the papers from the collection I chose, but then I also use some solid or more basic cardstock to match with the colors from the collection. And for the cover, I again decided to add this window frame by using a window frame die cut and then also adding a bunch of ephemera pieces from the collection. And I actually finally managed to film the process of making this window frame for the album cover, so there will be another video coming soon in which I show you how to make a window frame like this. And then, as always, I also added a ribbon closure to this album cover. So I used this blush pink ribbon here, and I also added a gold white eyelet. And then once you open up this album by untying the ribbon closure, this is what it looks like. And I'm actually very proud of myself because this time I didn't include my interactive page style #1 onto the inside of the front cover. So if you have watched project shares on my channel before, then you know that most of the time I would include page style #1 as the first page. But this time I decided not to, but I still used page style #1 because it's one of my favorites. So you can see that in the end of the video. But for the first page here, I actually used my interactive page style number 8, which is a beautiful gatefold page style with some corner pockets in which you can place this photo mat, and the photo mat is actually what holds those gatefolds in place. So once you remove the photo mat, you can actually open up those gatefold flaps, and then you would be able to add some photos to the basic page and maybe some journaling or some more photos to the insides of the gatefold flaps. And then for decorating this page style, I just used some enamel dots in the left corner and then some ephemera pieces on the right corner pocket. And then on the photo mat, I used another scalloped frame die cut as well as a journaling card from the collection. On the right side of this double page, I didn't include any interactive page styles, so I just left it very simple. I just added a pattern paper and then also another strip of another journaling card saying summertime. The next interactive page style I chose for this album is the interactive page style number 7, which is a basic belly band, and I included it here on the right side. And then I made a little photo booklet as well as a journaling tag to actually tag behind this belly band. And for decoration, I wanted those two pages to be surf themed, so I added this surfboard pattern paper, as well as a little corner pocket, which is just a tuck spot for another photo or journaling tag. And then I added this ephemera piece of the girl with the surfboard in her hands. And then to match the theme, I also included some puffy stickers of surfboards on the journaling tag and then another ephemera piece saying sand and surf on the belly band in the middle. And then for the next interactive page, I went with my interactive page style number 14, which is a page style with two flaps opening to the sides. And you would actually be able to add some 4x6 inch photos in the 6x6 inch albums and then 6x8 inch photos in the 8x8 inch album. And then for the closure, you can either use a ribbon or a string closure. And I just decorated this page style by adding another scallop frame die cut as well as a journaling card, which I had to cut down to size a little here. And then to match the palm trees on the journaling card, I also used this beautiful pattern paper with the palm trees on the right side. For the next two pages, I decided to use this pattern paper with all the different fruits on the left basic side. And then for the right side, I chose this interactive page style with 4 different flaps, so you could add some smaller photos on those flaps, and then these flaps also close with a ribbon closure. And then to each of those flaps, I added one of the fruit ephemera pieces to match the left side again. Page style number 20 is what I used for the next interactive page style. So here we have 2 corner pockets holding a square photo mat. And to decorate this page style, I just used some ephemera pieces from the collection and some enamel dots in the corner. The next page style I included is page style number 41. This is a page style with 2 photo flaps which you could flip to the sides, and then to close up this page style you would need a swing feature, and you could actually use any shape or element for the swing feature, and I decided to use this scallop frame die cut piece here, and then I added a circle in the middle and I actually cut it out from a pattern paper and made it look like the ball, just like the balls you could see on the pattern paper I used on the left side. And then I also used some ephemera pieces for decorating these flaps, and I actually used them for layering and making this little scene with the boy playing in the sand. And because I also wanted to include an elastic closure in this album, I decided to use my favorite page style number 37, which is an accordion style booklet you could add 4 different photos to. And I didn't do much for decoration on this page style, so I kept it very simple. I just added some pattern paper and then a little scallop border on the bottom of the page. But as always, I made sure to match the colors on the second page. And for the second page here, I just added this beautiful palm tree pattern paper. And I also added this tuck spot by using a circle die cut and then cutting it into halves and using one half to add on the side of the page. And for decoration of this tuck spot, I used the palm tree die cuts again, which I also used on the back of the album cover. To attach the label on the bottom of these palm trees, I actually used some foam tape just to give it a little bit of dimension. The next double page might be my favorite because I really love the colors and the decoration here. So I included my page style number 28. Here we have two flaps, and to close these flaps you would need a magnet die cut piece in the middle of this page style. And for the magnet closure element, I used another die cut from the collection. So I also got these die cuts with the sunglasses in different shapes. And to cut out these glasses, I again just used some basic or solid cardstock to match the colors of the pattern papers. And then I also included another tuck spot on the left side page. This is basically a side pocket with a scalloped border, and again I will talk about all these scalloped frames I used in this album in a different video. And to the bottom of the pocket I also included two ephemera pieces to again make this little scene, and again I really like how these two pages turned out. For the next page style I chose one which I have included in many albums, so this is page style number 10. And it's basically 4 flaps opening to the sides. So here you have room for 4 different photos in the size 3 by 4 inches for the 6 by 6 inch album, or 4 by 6 inches for the 8 by 8 inch album. And then you could of course also add photos to the middle of this page style, so to the basic page. And when I make page style number 10, I always like using just some solid cardstocks in the matching colors, and then I just decorate the top flap with either journaling cards or ephemera pieces, as I did here. To decorate the next interactive page style, which is page style number 22, I did something different here. So I first used another set of the die cuts from the collection. And these were some beautiful umbrella die cuts, which I then turned into swing features. So you can just swing them to the sides and then you would be able to open up the flap on the right side. For this page style, I always like to add a photo in the size 4 by 6 inches for the 6 by 6 inch album, and then 6 by 8 inches for the 8 by 8 inch album. So I actually not only add one photo in this size, but 2 photos. So one underneath and then one onto the flap. For decorating this flap, I used a die cut I recently got. So this is a die cut with a stitched border and then some circle cutouts. So I cut out those different colored umbrellas from the pattern paper and added them behind 3 of these circle cutouts on the die cut. And then I also added some enamel dots and a puffy sticker, as well as this regular ephemera piece, which I again attached by using some foam tape. Now for the last 2 pages, I decided to include 2 interactive page styles. The first page style I used here is page style number 33, and it's definitely also one I have been using in a lot of different albums. So here we have those 2 tag pockets and then some journaling or photo tags inside. And then, of course, as I said in the beginning, I also added my favorite page style number 1, and this time I just added it to the last page or to the inside of the back cover. And I really love this page style. So you have this string closure, so you would just need to unwrap the string to be able to open up this pocket, and then you have this pocket on the bottom with a flap closure on the top. And inside the pocket I always like to keep some journaling or photo tags, as well as some photo booklets. And for the closure, I always like using these white eyelets, but then this time I also included this puffy sticker on the bottom eyelid, so this matched perfectly with the pattern paper I used. So yeah, that's it for today's video and the project share of this album. So I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, I would love to get your feedback in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and then I see you in my next video. Bye!